Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking about nonconformity in religion in Persepolis. If you guys were wondering, my surgery went great. I did it last Friday. Everything went according to plan and even better, so I'll be back the Monday after the long weekend. So, nonconformity in religion in Persepolis. I think it's important to understand moderate and conservative, or fundamentalist Muslims when you're talking about religion in Iran in this book. Like, I had to ask myself, what's the difference? Well, moderate Muslims interpret the Quran and don't take its ideas literally, or saying like, if you do this, you should chop off your hand. They're obviously not going to chop off their hand, but radical or fundamentalist Muslims take the Quran literally and say that you must cover this or because the Quran says so. As you saw in the last slide, I'll be talking, there was 3 quotes from the book, and I'll be talking about 3 different topics. And one of them was about the parties they have later in the book with them and their friends that are forbidden. Another one is about the veil or hijab. I don't know. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. The veil that she uses and she doesn't like. And another one is how she wants to become a prophet. So first I want to talk about the veil. The veil or hijab, is worn to protect or screen women. That's its purpose in Islamic religion. It's full body veils like they're wearing are used to cover their so-called adornments. And they're they're loose-fitting veils, so they just have no shape to their body. They make them wear these veils because it's seen in the Quran as respectable women wear these, and if you don't wear these, then you don't love God. Also, there was another thing I picked up was, if you wear this veil, and even if you're wearing the veil, it doesn't mean you're a good lady. Say if you're like swearing and stuff, that means you're still unholy. Margie in this in the book Persepolis, she nonconforms to this veil when she's in like grade school, and her and her friends are jump roping with their veils and riding each other with their veils as ropes for little horse bits, I guess. And she also by showing a little hair outside of her veil, she shows that she's non-conforming to the ways of the government that the government want her to. The next topic about religion and non-conformity is a more fun topic: parties and alcohol. Well, in the Islamic faith, parties and alcohol are really frowned upon, and males aren't really supposed to consume alcohol or become drunk. It's almost like you're seen less of somebody. You're looked at as less of a person if you're drunk. Later in the movie, as a way to relieve stress, Margie and her family non-conform by having parties, obviously, which were highly illegal at the time, and by making alcohol for her dad and the rest of her older family to quote-unquote loosen up. Another piece of nonconformity, and my last piece of nonconformity on religion, is how Margie wants to become a prophet. I thought this was kind of unusual and a sign of nonconformity because, I can't imagine wanting to be a prophet when I was a younger kid. I wanted to be a professional sports player or something, but then I had to think, she was probably more influenced by religion in her culture than I was, even though I'm Catholic. Also, this was kind of a thing of nonconformity, because all of the prophets before and all the prophets she showed in the book were male, and also in a male-dominated society, it just wouldn't seem like something that a woman will want to do. But also, since she was lucky enough to go to school, it was also nonconformity because she wanted. I mean, she could have wanted to become a doctor, like she says to her parents, to get them off her back, or something like a writer or something, because of the education she was lucky enough to receive at the time and where she was. But that's all I have, and that's nonconformity in religion in the book Persepolis.